What the R35 Nissan pulled off is something other European car manufacturers couldn't match at its time. Supercars slaying performance at a reasonable price, a hand-built engine with massive tuning potential, and a large aftermarket ecosystem so that owners could build it to their taste or their budget. This was the spark that gathered such a large fan base for this machine. When the R35 reached the streets, people were comparing launch control times against supercars costing several times as much. The Nissan R35 GT-R officially ended its production in 2025 after a rather long 18-year run. During the years, the car has been featured in racing games like Need for Speed and Gran Turismo, and tons of automotive YouTubers were obsessed with modding them with wild wraps and engine upgrades. Even Jeremy Clarkson made the car famous when he got injured by the high lateral G-forces during a test in Japan. But is it worth the hype? And why this car became a legend in the first place? For this video, I'll stick to the post-2012 models, which had several improvements over the earlier ones. What made it famous? The R35 built its reputation on one simple idea: offering supercar performance at a fraction of the price of its rivals, and it kinda succeeded. At the center of the car is a hand-built 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6, assembled by a small team of Nissan master craftsmen known as Takumi. These guys are highly skilled engineers selected by Nissan that are specialized in engine design and assembly. It delivered 520 to 570 horsepower depending on the model, and was paired with a dual-clutch transmission and a sophisticated Atesa ETS all-wheel drive system that constantly manages how power is split between the front and rear axles, technology that was pretty advanced at the time. It was also the first car to feature a launch control system which launched the car from 0 to 100 km per hour in 2.7 seconds. Tuning potential. That engine, codenamed the VR38, earned its reputation for durability and tuning potential. With a Stage 1 or Stage 2 tune, the R35 can easily push the power to 600 or 700 horsepower without major engine rebuilds. However, with proper aftermarket parts, the car can push over 1000 horsepower, which is a large part of why the GT-R became a favorite in the tuning world, essentially functioning as a platform for owners to build on rather than a finished product. On paper, the numbers hold up just as well, with 0 to 100 km per hour in around 2.7 seconds and a top speed near 320 km per hour. The R35 GT-R also set a Nürburgring lap time of 7 minutes and 18.6 seconds, which made the car faster than several memorable cars such as the Ferrari 488 GTB, Porsche 911, Carrera GTS, or even the first-gen Lamborghini Aventador, which is exactly how it earned the Godzilla nickname. Daily driver usability. Despite all that performance, the R35 still works great as a daily driver. It has 4 seats, which even if they might not fit a real person, they can be used to store luggage and other things. It has decent trunk space, all-wheel drive, and a stealthy design that doesn't draw constant attention. Don't get me wrong, it still looks like a proper track-built machine, but it doesn't have the dramatic presence of an Italian exotic. Instead, the R35 has this muscular, unmistakable shape that somehow manages to look aggressive without trying too hard. The Nissan GT-R R35, even if it came at a fairly affordable price, it had its downsides. The interior quality didn't feel exactly premium, many elements being covered in cheap plastic, even though the 2017 facelift made the car's interior more refreshing and modern. Nissan also didn't help its own case early on when it drew backlash for voiding warranties on cars that had used launch control repeatedly, arguing the feature was never meant to be used over and over without risking damage to the drivetrain. But even so, the car still gathered a massive fan base worldwide. Development and tech. Nissan spent over 5 years developing the R35, revealing the first concept in 2005 before launching it in 2008, and even then it was ahead of its time, becoming the first production car with a factory launch control system and using a sophisticated Atesa ETS all-wheel drive system, which combined with the dual clutch transmission constantly calculates where to send power for maximum grip and explains why GT-Rs are known for their almost unnatural cornering ability. Collector potential. The Nissan GT-R R35 is a car with zero hybrid assistance and pure mechanical performance from an era that's rapidly disappearing. Whether it becomes a future collectible depends largely on the variant, since rare, low-mileage, stock Nismo models are the most likely to appreciate. But for now, a used GT-R in good condition can still be found for around 70,000 euros, which is a great price to enter supercar territory. So, what do you think? Is this the last real GT-R, or will Nissan come with something so good it's going to make us forget about this car?